Hi. Are you already feeling guilty that you didn't keep up your resolutions? Some of them already been broken, or some of you said, you know what, Neeraj, all the resolutions are gone. Has it happened? You know what is interesting? I want to share a quick hack with you with which you instantly stop feeling guilty, and we will discover how do we get back on track with a bang. Stick with me. Hi, my name is Neeraj Kumar. I help people from various walks of life, professionals from various Fortune 500 companies, self-employed professionals like doctors, lawyers, bureaucrats, politicians, students, homemakers, and my purpose is to help people enhance the quality of their life. Let's rewind to the first part. We spoke about how to defeat the habit that's preventing us from following through our resolutions from a 3-to-1 go method. If you have not watched it, I strongly recommend, because it is a very simple but yet the most powerful and a breakthrough method in the world of psychology and has produced unbelievable results. This video, I promised you that if we are not able to slay the monster in the first place and we can't take the negative habits head on, how do we slay it minute by minute, piece by piece over a period of time? And that's this video all about. So that was a metaphorical example. All I'm trying to say is, how do we stop the negative habits from affecting our lives, and how do we build those positive habits? Because 90% of the time we are on autopilot mode. So the habit doesn't know whether it's a good or a bad habit, because we make habits and then habits make us. Even before I actually get into sharing the strategy, let me tell you something wonderful about this supercomputer. You know, when your computer doesn't work, it buffers. What do? You restart, right? That's a simple strategy. Let's do it with this supercomputer as well. I know we are messed up for some time. I know things haven't gone the way we wished they could, but they didn't. Don't worry, it's messed up here. That's fine. All we need to do is use a simple strategy. Restart the computer. So how do we do it? From today, from now, press the restart button. What has happened has happened. The best thing about past is it's already past. And past does not equal future. It doesn't matter what you did 15 years ago, 15 months ago, 15 hours ago, 15 minutes ago, and this is the day and this is the time. You say enough is enough and you take the next step. And is it possible? 100%. It's always in the moments of your decision, your destiny is shaped. So let's get on with how do we develop those positive habits and slay the monster. You know, one of the biggest challenges with resolution is most of that is a things to do list for the first week of Jan. Slowly, one by one gets eliminated and we end up doing nothing maybe after third or fourth week. So what's happening here? Let us revisit our resolution setting process. So what do? We are upset with our life. We know things are not going the way we want them to. So what do? We choose 4 areas: health, career and upskilling, relationships, spirituality. You know what, Neeraj, from tomorrow morning, I'm going to set everything right. I am done. I am sick and tired. Sounds familiar, right? So what do? We take the category health. We build a laundry list. From tomorrow morning, I will get up at 5:30. It starts there. And you say, I go for 1 hour walk or 1 hour run. I will then meditate, and then I will take bath, do yoga. The list goes on. It's a laundry list on health. You think we stop there? No. We say, you know what? Now coming to career, I will work on this. I will study for 3 hours. I will work on this project for 2 hours. Another laundry list on upskilling. I will enroll into this course. We have another laundry list in spirituality, in relationships. You know, what we don't understand is we are not preparing a set of resolutions. We are preparing a recipe for disaster. It laughs at us. It says, my friend, you haven't done one of any of the things. You think you will be able to do it overnight? And we don't understand that. And I'll tell you the irony. Let's imagine that you want to build your body and you go to gym. To build your muscle, biceps or triceps, what do? You lift 20 kgs on the first day? That's no brainer. You would never do that. So what do? You start with 3 kgs and then build the muscle, slowly goes to 5, 10 and slowly then you will be able to lift 20 kgs, whether it's squats, whether it's running, whether it's weightlifting, there is a method to the madness. And we know that even when we want to drive, you don't take the vehicle on a national highway. You practice in the ground. Then you take smaller roads and then smaller places, and then slowly you build your confidence, and then you'll be able to drive in the highway. We understand that very well, right? When we know in exercise it doesn't work, in learning a vehicle it doesn't work, what makes us believe that this will work when it comes to following the resolutions? Not going to happen. I'll tell you, I work with some of the organizations and as a team prepares, you know what? Vision 2023 or Vision 2024. These are the things we will do from next week onwards. They come up with a laundry list. And the CEO or the head of the department is silently watching all of them. And they say, we appreciate your initiative, we appreciate your enthusiasm. But what I want to know is, what will you stop? You know what I'm saying? When we say we will do these things, already our plate is full. We are busy with so many things in our schedule. You have to stop something, and then there is a place for starting something. That's our first problem. And the second problem, we always bite more than what we can chew. Here is your recipe for disaster. Take everything, fall flat on the face. And we go through this every year. So that's what I say, set a right operating system. So how do we solve this? First thing, tear your resolution list. Delete it. Or put it in a folder you would never want to look at it, because that's not going to work. I want you to choose one area, max 2 areas. I still recommend one area. Let's take health. You say, from tomorrow I will walk for 30 minutes. Don't make any other resolutions, only one resolution. Do that for few days, at least for a week, at least for 10 days. Then add one more. But Neeraj, I have to work on my career. I have to work on my relationship. I have to work on my spirituality. No, it will not work. I understand your concern. I understand your challenge. But I promise you, this method of taking too many things will not work. It is exactly like taking 20 kgs. You are not strong enough. The enemy is too strong. It will beat you again and again and again. Listen and follow those who have developed this strategy. And this is an amazing neuroscience hack, my friends. All you need to do is take one, build that self-belief. Here the emotional muscle is called self-belief. The self-belief has to get strengthened for you to take on more. And that's exactly what happened to you in your career when you entered the organization, or when you started doing something which you have never done before. First few days was a learning process. Then you got confident. You said, I can present, I can understand this, I can solve this. How did you build that up? Overnight, it didn't happen. You had to take step-by-step approach. You will take one resolution and keep it up. Even if it means you have to do it for 21 days, just do it. And then take the second one, take the third one. This is called upward spiral for growth. What do I mean by this? Imagine 4 boxes. Ability, 1 box. You take action. The third one is result, and the fourth one is belief. Let's put this in action. Ability. Can you walk for 30 minutes a day? Do you have the ability? Hell yes. So then you take action. You walk. Then you get result, which is you feel emotionally good, you feel physically good, you feel fresh. And when I say emotionally good, you say, you know what? Gosh, I walked for 30 minutes after a long time. I'm so happy about it. So the self-belief muscle gets a little strengthened. The self-belief muscle, stronger now, adds up to the ability, not the physical ability, but what you need at this point of time is emotional muscle. That is the muscle of self-belief getting strengthened, that I could walk for 30 minutes, I will again walk for 30 minutes. Again your ability, that the belief, the ability increases, the conviction increases, again you take action, again you feel better than yesterday, again your self-belief goes up. And this is such a beautiful cycle that kicks in so well, and there is a voice inside that's making us a hero or making us a villain. And if we are able to decode this voice, and if we are able to control this voice, you are unstoppable. Again, this finds its place in Bhagavad Gita. This is probably one of the finest verses you can ever read. Every verse of Bhagavad Gita, I was told, has minimum 10 meanings. So what I'm going to present to you is a very simple, a very, very superficial meaning of one of the most powerful verses you will ever read. It's called Uddhared Atmanatmanam Atmanam Avasadhayet Atmaiva Hyatmano Bandhor Atmaiva Ripuratmanah Atmaiva Hyatmano Bandhuhu Atmaiva Ripuratmanah means you are your best friend, you are your worst enemy. Let me decode the most powerful secret of keeping up resolutions and taking your life to the next level. Arjuna asks Krishna, whom should I look up to for guidance? Who is my best friend? Who is my worst enemy? Let me give an example. Alarm goes in the morning at 6 o'clock. What do? We snooze. And it's just another day for us. And what we don't understand is the psychological impact it has on us. Every time you snooze an alarm, the voice inside says, you can't even get up at the time you said you will get up. What great things you will achieve in your life. This is not a voice from outside. This is a voice from within. And the biggest victory in the world is the victory over yourself. And the biggest defeat is the defeat by yourself. Every time you go up in your own eyes, you are a hero. Every time you go down in your eyes, you are a doormat. We may not be the hero of the world, but you are a hero for yourself. And this voice, it is so strong, it can either destroy you or it can uplift you. Every time you keep up your word, for example, you say, I will get up at 6 o'clock, and the moment at 5:59 you just wake up, the voice inside says you are a hero. And the moment you snooze and you keep snoozing, the voice inside says, what kind of a person are you? You can't even get up at the time you said you will get up. And that's exactly what happens when you say, I will come at 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock and 7:59, the voice inside says, you are a hero. And 8:01 or 8:02, the voice inside says, you are a doormat. And it's the same voice. I'm not talking of a reptilian tempting voice here. I'm talking what I call the voice of the conscience. And this is so powerful. Every time you respect this voice of conscience, that makes you stronger and you strengthen the voice. It's always a dyadical relationship where you make the voice stronger and the voice makes you stronger. And it's a vice versa. For example, you say, I will do this. And the voice inside says, you couldn't even get up in the morning. You think you'll make great in life. You think you'll be able to complete this project. You think you'll be able to make this presentation. It's not anybody who's telling you. You may be the most successful person in the whole world, but if the voice inside doesn't believe you, you cannot cross the finishing line, and the vice versa. Let the whole world doesn't believe in you, but the voice inside believes in you. Nobody can stop you crossing the finishing line. Look at any industrialist, any successful personalities. Nobody was pampered when their ideas were presented. They were ridiculed. Nobody said it will work. There is only one person who believed in them, and that is their inner voice, because they kept up their promises to themselves. We want to be traffic abiding citizens, not a constable abiding citizen. So when there is red, I will not break the signal. You know why? It's not because somebody is watching. This voice is watching me inside, and this is my best friend or this is my worst enemy. You say, I will get up, you get up. And you know what, Neeraj, who's watching? That's the whole problem. You don't want anybody else to watch. Somebody else in you is watching. And that voice is either your source of strength or an instrument to get defeated every single time. And this is what we call building that emotional muscle, building that muscle of self-belief. Once you say, I am able to complete my exercise every single day, the voice inside says you are a hero. Now you are ready for a bigger challenge. This probably is the biggest hack of our life. I'm not presenting a rocket science to you. All you need to do is start small. When you promise something to yourself, keep it up. You don't have to promise something huge. And this is how you build your muscle of self-belief and takes you completely to the next level. I am sure you will have a friend who may probably need this advice. I am sure you can add some value by sharing this video. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.